Wow, that's really good.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Didn't even notice that there were stairs that went this way.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Okay, so I do have to go that way. I couldn't see a way to go. Oh. I just didn't see that prompt on the window. Okay, let's try this again. Hello? There we go.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
I mean, I feel like it should.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
That's where I'm supposed to go, so we want to see...
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh god, I hate this.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Oh my god, go faster. mind began to, hello? Can
Wander.
Oh!
I asked him to describe it. He
Oh
said
my
he
goodness.
started small, imagining a labyrinth.
I'm not so
You
great
feel
with
his way
multitasking.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Oh.
And things that have not names.
Well, that's horrifying.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Oh, we're trying.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
I don't know if I'm actually cutting these fish properly.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Lordy Lou.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no
Oh,
longer
God.
spoke at the cannery.
He's gonna get really hurt because he's not paying attention.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh gosh.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a beautiful prince.
That was just the way I was facing towards. Oh, Lewis
The
is good.
prince was on his own quest for
Radiant rainbows.
radiant rainbows.
Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. I knocked it over. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Ugh. Oh, no.
He followed the sound of his...
Silver harp. Because I haven't chosen the right
Silver harp.
direction yet. Oh my gosh, I'm so gonna get this guy's arm chopped off.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh gosh, I don't even see the chop thing anymore. Oh gosh. Things are gonna go badly for me.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh god, so many fish. I am not
But
concerned
he was
with...
so proud of having created it.
I'm not concerned with
In
Prince
his own
Louis
eyes,
anymore.
he'd become something greater than a king.
Sorry, King Louis. I'm concerned with the fact that I can't see the chop
For someone who'd never known success in the real world,
fish
I think it was
guillotine anymore.
overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Okay, I didn't actually accidentally do any chop. So that's good.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oh god. He's not even... There's no fish there. Oh, he is
I still thought
straight
I could save him.
dissociating.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
It's a giant calico.
His prince waited, holding his crown.
Very jovial music. I'm into this. I'm into the music, I'm
There
not
was
into
only
the story.
one thing left to do.
The story is super dark.
Bend down his head.
We are no longer in a fish guillotine. This is a human guillotine.
rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Bye.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Yeah, that fog is no joke.
I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Okay, we found the house.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
Am I supposed to be
A few
doing
years
something?
went by.
No. The dandelion is shredding in letters. So do I just...
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh,
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Well, that was sad. I like that the credits actually have photos go along with them. Helps make it more real. Like, people obviously worked on this, but I do like that touch. But my goodness. Absolutely heartbreaking. I don't really have a whole lot to say about all of that, other than the fact that it was heartbreaking. Like, it was the kids, mostly. Kids are innocent, so that one, not just one of the Finch family were kids, but those deaths were harder. So very, very emotional game, very emotional story. I still wish that there had been, like, not even an actual tutorial, because I understand that may have taken you out of the gameplay a bit, but just when it gives you some sort of opportunity to interact with something, just a small prompt on how to interact with it. Like the fact that I was stuck in that photo toy for forever because I didn't know how to get out of it. I'm also not entirely sure there's a whole lot of replayability to this game. Unless there was some stuff that I missed, but I feel like this is what it is. The replay story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Interesting. And that's, yeah, his a heart-wrenching story, amazing story, that it actually put you in the perspectives of each of the characters as you learned about what happened to them, which I have to commend the developers on that. Like, amazing story, amazing storytelling, absolutely heartbreaking, which the fact that it's heartbreaking means that I was connected. But the actual gameplay, the control schematic part of it, that part wasn't hitting it, and that took me out of it. So, yeah. Replay a story. It's not even replay the story. So that's interesting. Maybe I did miss some stuff. No, I feel like, despite the fact that I was frustrated with the fact that it wasn't telling me how to play the game or what controls that I was required to use, I am satisfied with that playthrough. I am satisfied with my ending. I am satisfied with the information that we garnered. I'm a little sad now, which that just adds more congratulations to the development team that they made me feel this strongly. The fact that it was like a 2-hour game too. I probably will not replay this. I will not replay a story. I won't choose that option. But the fact that I'm left feeling very sad. It might sound bad because people don't like being sad, but it's that connection to the story and the fact that all of these people, you get to meet them, you get to know them, and then you get to lose them, and it's sad.